Please don't drain my energy, says Jameer Morgan, working out alongside Kabaka Pyramid. Makes it the second track that he has with Kabaka on the album The Calling, which is nominated for a Reggae Grammy, Best Reggae Album Grammy. Jameer Morgan, by the way, if you don't know, he's actually the son of Gramps Morgan. He's singing and Kabaka is doing the DJ or the rapping. Yeah, I like this one, DJ Ollie. So keep the song running. One of the things I noticed on my way down this morning is that there are a number of groups of persons who are out exercising, right? Yep. And there were a group of about 3 men and about 3 women. One of the brothers was not on the sidewalk. He was actually on the roadway itself. And he was on his phone, doing whether it be reading a text or sending a text or something. And I'm going in the opposite direction, and he's drifting out into the roadway without even realizing. So I had to flash my light, toot my horn, and he jumped onto the sidewalk. So the word is, if you're out there exercising and there's a sidewalk, make sure that you use it. And you don't want to be walking and trying to send a text or being on your phone, reading something, whatever. Because you could lose your life easily, trust me. Nonetheless, we salute you for being out there exercising, and maybe you're just getting back home right now, checking us out. Glad to have you coming. Good morning, Bridge Nation. My name is Richie B.
You're truly DJ Audley in the building.
It's a stretch that rolls on till 10 o'clock this morning. We're going to energize you. We won't drain your energy. Do you know someone who's having a birthday today? Let us hear from you, so we can send a shout out. Somebody celebrating a wedding anniversary. You can reach us throughout the morning on 876-551-5782. It is a Tuesday. Let's go! All right, Bridge Nation, it's now time for us to get into that feature that you like to listen to at this time. We call it
WTF, What the Fact?
All right.
All right, so here we go now, Bridge Nation. Greenland sharks don't reach sexual maturity until they're 150 years old. The Greenland shark likely lives at least 400 years, making it a strong candidate for the world's oldest vertebrate species. The carnivore doesn't even reach sexual maturity until age 150, according to a new study published in the journal Science. The international team of scientists was led by Julius Nielsen of the University of Copenhagen in Denmark and included researchers from Greenland, Norway, and the United States. The researchers performed carbon dating on the eyes of 28 female sharks that had been caught accidentally, by fishing boats in Greenland. They looked through the layers of the eye for levels of carbon-14, a particular carbon isotope introduced into the environment during nuclear bomb tests beginning in the 1950s. So, what I'm basically said, this way, Richie, is that these sharks actually were around for a long time.
I'm not as interested in the 400 years that they might live to, but I'm looking at the 150 years. Like, are you saying to me that they will have to wait like a
that amount of time
before
reproduction and them vibes there.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, can't turn on the Marvin Gaye until them 150 years old.
Jono, yo, that's a long way.
That's what I can imagine if humans.
Listen, I mean, in our culture,
leave 150 days.
I mean, let's be a little bit more realistic. I mean, even at 15 years, for God's sake, unfortunately,
yeah. Wow.
Stuff goes down.
Yeah.
100.
Listen, hold on.
Damn long wait, man.
That's a life sentence.
Worse than that.
Yeah.
For me, is that dead sentence?
Yeah.
No. All right, Chucky.
Yeah, man, hold it.
Respect you.
Hold it, Chucky, hold it.
Well, the other side of the coin is, I wonder what happens between 150 and 400.
Lego beast.
Celebrate. Celebrate good times. Come on. Oh, my goodness. I enjoyed this one this morning. Yeah, wherever it came from. I can dig more like these, honestly. It's the kind of stuff that we share with you, though, at this time of the morning. It's called WTF.
What the fact?
Greenland sharks don't reach sexual maturity until they're a whopping 150 years of age. Take that with you.
Yeah, get them all.
All right, Bridge Nation, here we all go on. Meek Mill, Philly, big up on yourself, you know the thing go. But Meek Mill, American rapper Meek Mill, had to issue an extensive apology to outraged Ghanaians after he released a music video that he shot in the Jubilee House. Who don't know what that is? I'm gonna tell you, that's the country's presidential palace. Yeah, a joke thing. You know what I mean? Meek Mill was in Ghana recently where he performed at Afro Nation and seemed to enjoy connecting with his black roots. However, his excitement at sharing about, his visit took a wrong turn after he filmed and released a music video that was shot inside Jubilee House, also called Golden Jubilee House, which, as we said, is the official residence of the President of Ghana. Now, the expletive-laden music video was later deleted after members of the country's opposition raised questions about the security of the palace, as well as the music video painting the palace in a derogatory way. Many persons online condemned Meek Mill for destroying the image of the palace that's off bounds for ordinary citizens. Now, on Monday, Meek issued a lengthy apology, where he also explained the rationale for shooting the video. He said, "To the people of Ghana, no video I drop is ever meant to disrespect the people of Ghana. The fastest way to make connection is through music, and I wanted to do that with displaying art. I'm in my 30s from America and didn't know much about the lifestyle here," he wrote on Twitter. "My apologies to the people if any disrespect. We're still gonna push to make the connection between black people in America and Africa. What I'm trying to do is more than a video, and you should see coming soon. My apologies to the office also," he wrote. The rapper said that he had sought permission to be in the palace, but it seems that the palace was unaware of his purpose for visiting.
Now, the thing about that is he was quite apologetic. And he
after the
recognized,
fact.
But I mean, it was gross error on his part.
Because one thing, forget the permission, but you never state a purpose. You know what I mean? Because I can understand them wanting you to visit the palace, because a big rapper, the connection between America and Ghana, it's a good look for you to visit the palace and so on. They look at touristy things, but if you shoot a whole music video, bro, that disrespect that still.
I'm not buying that.
But wouldn't you think that if they didn't prevent him from doing all of that, a music video is going to involve a lot of props, the ATV bikes, the maybe scores of persons assisting him in the process. I'm wondering whether or not
somebody that literally Richie with that. Somebody.
I don't think they saw it as a breach initially.
Yeah, somebody.
Yeah, they allowed him.
Yeah,
they would have allowed him.
Yes, members of staff, little starstruck.
But he went too far.
Yeah,
and then in addition to that, we understand the lyrics of the song laced with expletives, and they thought it was causing some degree of embarrassment to the office, to the palace.
Exactly. But what's interesting to me is the opposition loaded up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the president and team, you know what I mean? And the opposition have to say, yo, what is? So, to your point, Richie, I think they actually gave him go ahead. Maybe the music video was a bit much, but
if not, the security would have taken him out.
Yeah, that's show every camera.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Usher them out.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. But I like the fact that he came out, he realized his wrong, and he apologized. And I hope that it's accepted by the Ghanaians. All right. Now, Jada Kingdom is in the news for two reasons. One, she has announced that her long-awaited debut album is on its way this year. Wow. She wrote on Twitter, "My first album coming 2023."
Nice.
And of course, she signed to Republic Records in June. She signed in June 2021 and went on to release a few singles. She had some setbacks, and then 2021 came and she had a fairly good year. She was quite busy across the Caribbean and North America and had a monster hit in GPP. So she has not given much detail about the upcoming album project. No title known as yet. Nothing more than the post that she has put out there saying that it's coming in 2023. And you'd have to say that is a long-awaited album from Jada Kingdom. The other point is her ex-boyfriend is that's Nas EBK.
X.
Yeah, he has now confirmed that he has put a song out.
Oh boy.
And he has expressed his hurt in the song
no.
dedicated to Jada.
Oh no.
Over the weekend, it appears that he confirmed that he and Jada were no longer together.
Oh Jesus.
They had appeared to have broken up shortly after he gifted her a promise ring while they were on vacation late last year. However, the artist suffered much embarrassment and ridicule, as many felt that she had reacted with shock and surprise at Nas proposing to her. However, the New York rapper later said it was simply a promise ring. A couple of lines from the song that he has put out, where he samples Akon's Don't Matter.
Oh, Jesus.
State, what does he say? Sometimes I get sick of this star-ish. Going grip on my knock regardless. Tried to be a player. I fumbled with Jada. Took a L. Left me heartless. Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you, that's rough, tough,
What?
I mean, when you think that
Man.
this is the route, whether it's a promise ring or not.
Man.
And listen, it's a runaway bride that she's that way. What is ring? I cut it.
Man.
Let me tell you.
Well, not when him. That's EBK.
Nas EBK.
The way you have to do for heal, I'm a G, but like, bruh, or upon past this, bro. God, this nobody even make another tune. Just one tune, get out the frustration and the feelings.
I actually called her name in it.
Yeah, man, we think it be Adele. Love it, man. Let go that, man. Focus and move on with life. That's how life go.
There you have it, Jada Kingdom, definitely in the news. And it's now 22.
Brush off himself
and start
get
all
up
over
and
again.
Yeah, man. Do it, man.
It's time for the
Proverb of the day.
Let's get it.
Cry, cry, Pitney, never have him right.
Cry, cry, Pickney, never have him right.
I get it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, get him a meaning up.
Oh, I'm gonna look on the script. What I say is, nobody like people cry too much. It sounds like you complain too much. So have him right. Apart from me, I try to figure out. You can never be in the right. If you complain too much, people not give you a chance. I don't know, but I know something about it has something to do with people complaining too much.
Look on the script now.
All right.
That's
see there. Those who are always complaining are rarely listened to.
There you have it.
Yeah, man.
Those who are always complaining
Achoo.
are rarely listened to.
That's true.
Cry too much, cry, picnic. Never have him right. That's a proverb of the day. Now we'll move on to our pet peeve of the morning. And if you don't know, pet peeves are things that others do that you may find annoying, irritating, or sometimes upsetting. Today's pet peeve is from one of the members of the Bridge Nation. Let's hear it.
One of my biggest pet peeves, Bridge Nation, Up and Go crew, is people who, as early as the morning, be blasting the most derogatory music. Like, you not afraid of God? You not believe in nothing? You don't want to take a moment, even if you believe in a God and like a supreme being, a being higher than you, to give thanks. Just all our meds, meditate, upon the day and the fact that you got another opportunity. I not judge nobody, I just say, as you open your eyes and your ears, that's what you want to hear. That's the first thing you want to hear. Pet peeve of mine. Have yourself a good day.
I'm with it. But there's a debate in my scheme, Richie. Especially upon the Sunday. So what go on, it goes Sunday, them say, day of rest and holiness and the thing go, reverence. And them always have trouble the young youth then when them blast for them music early in the morning. So what did that one day, on Christian one blast for your music bright and early, and a man say, who tell you said that the whole scheme want to get up and hear, big music. So it's a debate. I just feel like, to each his own when it comes to this thing. I can't bash nobody when it comes. Anything you feel like to start your morning, you do what you want to do. As long as you not disturb.
Don't disturb
Exactly. Yeah, so if somebody in them car, for example, and them way to work, my style, because I want to bust some Porto J in the morning, you think go.
That's you.
Yeah.
Well, another man might want a General Echo or a yellow man.
Yeah, but you don't know. Privacy, I'm a vehicle that still, but I'm not going to just set up sound system, schemes. That's how police settings that, no, bro. But yeah.
All right, so,
to each his own.
Yeah, to each his own. I agree with
just
that.
be respectful.
All right, that is pet peeve. And, the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, is spearheading a series of activities for Earthquake Awareness Week 2023, which runs from January 8 to 14 this year. It's under the theme, Drop, Cover, Hold. Earthquake readiness is within your control.
Bars.
And the observance will see the ODPEM heightening its public education campaign to increase awareness about the ever-present natural threat of earthquakes. We're joined this morning by Mrs. Joyce Reynolds Robinson, the Information Officer at the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management. She's our guest at this time. Good morning, Mrs. Reynolds Robinson.
Morning.
Good morning, Richie B.
Thank you for joining us. I'm here with Shelz as well, who will join in the conversation.
Yes, good morning. Good morning, Mrs. Reynolds Robinson.
Good morning to you.
So good to have you. I want to start by asking you to sort of give us an overview of what Earthquake Awareness Week is all about, and what are some of the activities that we can expect during this week of this week
Of observance, yes.
of observance. Yes.
Well, okay. Well, every year we do earthquake awareness. We have our Earthquake Awareness Week to heighten awareness of this present threat because, as you said, this is something that persons need to do. What's going on is that because we're located on the northern margin of the Caribbean plate and our island, we have active faults across the island. And, faults are the lines that runs that earthquakes always, that you'll get the earthquake along these faults. And we also run along the same fault as Haiti. And Haiti experiences major earthquakes in 2010.
Yes.
And also because of these faults, we have to let persons know that they need to be in readiness because unlike hurricanes, where we have the season from June to November, earthquake strikes at any time. So, and it takes lives, right? And for Jamaica now, we experience like maybe 200 earthquakes for the year. And according to the UE earthquake unit that reports these activities, last year, 2022, we had 414 earthquakes, but only 8 of them were felt. So that's to tell you that they were minor. And that figure is from local and regional, right, as well as global.
Yes.
So yes, it's very important that we know what to do. Now, our theme, Drop, Cover, Hold, Earthquake Readiness is in your control. Yes, that's the universal practice to be safe. Like in the event of an earthquake, and you're independent of where you are. If you're in the house, in your business, you need to know that you need to get under a sturdy table. That's where the DCH come in, drop, cover, hold. Some people say duck, but we say drop.
Okay.
So you'll get under a sturdy table, and you hold on to one of the legs because the surface is moving, and you don't want to get vertigo or anything like that and fall. So you hold with one hand, and you cover your head to avoid injury.
Oh.
Right. Now, for the more mature persons, right, we ask them to get to a door jamb in the innermost part of your home, right, and you lean to one side of the door, right, not standing with your arms like one stretched out, but would you lean with your back to one side and you brace yourself with your arm on the other side and with your foot to the door too, to ensure that, again, you stay safe. That's if you're in your home or schools. If you're outside,
yes,
then we tell you to, if you're driving, if you're on a bridge, clear the bridge. If you're in a crowded area, you try to go somewhere where they would have assembly point signs, or anywhere where there's no trees, there's no tall buildings, or anything that may cause injury, right? So the whole thing that we're trying to do is to ensure that persons know what to do, because being calm and knowing what to do is halfway there to your safety and to avoid injury, because you'll react better, or you'll be proactive and not reactive and screaming and just, getting hysterical and frightened, because it is frightening. But if you know what to do, you'll say, okay, the earth is shaking. Let's get my family together. You practice your drills. You have your earthquake plan, right, such as, if you're not home, my family needs to meet me at such and such location after all is said and done. If you have to go to a shelter, you know which one that is. So we say know your emergency numbers, such as your police, your fire, because the fire is a secondary hazard, as well as tsunami, we could touch that a little bit as well. And also to know your parish disaster coordinators that's housed in your municipal corporations, right? They do their disaster, they have disaster meetings, they know disaster routes, so they work within each community to let them know the best way out, the safest escape route if everything gets blocked up, because you never know what could happen. So this is the whole idea behind being ready, knowing what to do, knowing your emergency numbers, and knowing how to protect yourself.
Understood. Now, Mrs. Reynolds Robinson, are there any scheduled activities, that the public will be able to participate in?
Yes, absolutely. On Wednesday, right, which is the 12th, today's the 10th, yeah. On Wednesday the 12th, we're going to have our parish libraries will be setting up displays on earthquake safety. So we're asking students, schools, they could visit the libraries to get more information.
Just to be clear, would that be Thursday? Thursday the 12th, right? Today being Wednesday the 10th. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, right.
On Thursday, yes?
Thursday the 10th.
No, the 12th.
I'm sorry, the 12th.
Yes,
right.
all right.
And Wednesday, actually, Wednesday the 11th and Thursday the 12th. That's why I was saying Wednesday.
Okay.
And so that day we also have on the 12th, yes, we have the exhibition, and on the 12th as well, on Thursday, we have a day for business, whereas we're asking business persons to practice their earthquake drill at their location. And what we did, and we also invited schools to do the same on Friday, where they're get an opportunity to participate in a drill to see how quick they could evacuate the building, because unlike fire, when you have an earthquake, you don't run out the building immediately. You wait till the shaking stop and then you exit. A lot of persons don't know that. They're ready to and it's really instinct. You see something happen, you just want to run. But no, you wait until the shaking stop. So on Friday the 13th, we have we also have another OB to sensitize the public on Power 103. Sorry about that. But yeah, we have that. And also we're going to have the day for drills for schools, whereas we're asking schools now to go on our webpage, download the information. We have a whole earthquake package, how to do the drills, how to assess if everything was done properly. And the main thing is timing, because, time is everything. So an earthquake may last 20, 30 seconds, a minute at the most, or that. So the quicker they go in assembly, to the assembly point, the quicker they go out, the more lives are saved, right? And I would also like to add that we have a lot of partners. We have UNICEF, who's donating 300 assembly point signs, right, to strengthen emergency response across institutions. So we're going to distribute them to schools. So that will be some of our activities for this week, for the week of earthquake awareness. And we'll also be putting out some ads, and we have some earthquake ads going out on the radio stations, all about the drop, cover, hold, and to just be prepared, such as doing your hazard hunt. Because, the way we design our house, decorate our house, that it could also be a hazard, because if the shaking starts and you have portraits, paintings above your bed head, which we like to do, and your bed is against the windows, that's a recipe for disaster, right? So you want to really reconsider how you're decorating, putting heavy objects up on top and start bringing things to the ground, whereas it'll stay there. And if you have any loose connections, to make sure those are properly bolted down. And one thing I want to really stress too is the vulnerable groups, your children, your disabled persons, the elderly, right? Persons like that, they really need to know and to have someone with them, or to really have someone to see them through, right? Because it's not nice to know that, elderly persons, that they're going through this and they're by themselves. So really ask that persons really come together and support the vulnerable groups, because they're really hit hard because of the fact that they're at risk from their vulnerability, and then they're at risk from the disaster.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mrs. Reynolds Robinson. So much information. And, we just like to wish you guys and your team at ODPEM all the best with Earthquake Awareness Week. All the best. And thank you so much for the information.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Enough love. All right.
All right.
Yeah, man, no
Bye-bye.
problem. All right. That was Mrs. Joyce Reynolds Robinson, who is the information officer at Office of the Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM. Yeah, man, earthquake a serious business. I want natural disaster, I'm afraid. I know. Because you can't see nothing. But you
it's
don't know what
interesting.
going.
When she mentioned that persons in a building should actually remain in there.
Until the shaking
until the
stop.
shaking stop.
Find a table, door hinge. You know the little thing.
If a heavy truck pass out a road right now, I feel like shake.
Oh, dear.
I caught.
Yeah, she did say it's her instinct still, but no, sir.
Yeah, most people actually, in all seriousness, would want to do that, but it is believed that it's best
safe,
that you
yeah.
wait until the shaking stops. But if you want to be honest about it, would you wait until the shaking?
Yeah, you're supposed to, but would you?
And Shelz,
Yeah.
let me tell you, I have felt that earthquake and inside the house.
Yeah.
And it's not a pretty feeling.
It's a catch up
Brother,
on the go.
Listen, no? I cut. Listen, you stay aware. I am sorry. Listen.
It's such a
There's a right and a wrong way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, earthquake. I don't know about it, but trust me. Yeah.
All right, but remember the theme is drop, cover, hold. Earthquake readiness is within your control.
Yeah.
Good morning, caller. Welcome to Top of the Bridge Up and Go to the Secret Sound game. You're on. Hello.
Hi, morning, Richie.
Good morning. How are you?
Morning.
Not too bad.
All right. You ready with your answer?
I'm wondering if it's a big old rusted door in a big old house that is gingerly being pushed open.
Oh.
Yeah.
A big old rusty door in a big old house.
Yeah.
Like a castle, you know, one of those old castle
Vintage,
type houses.
ancient
Right.
design.
Yeah, man, Jojo. Queen Jojo, she naming herself.
Yeah.
She live in a castle for real. Makes sense.
Why not? It's
Yeah,
a
man,
new year.
Who's
It's a
calling?
new year. Why not?
Exactly. Who's calling?
This is Jasmine.
Yes, But like the answer, yeah. Why, yes, man. I don't know if I see a gift package, you know, but you more get this, you know. Nah, lie.
We want you to continue to
No,
smile
lie.
the way you are right now,
Why?
Yasmin. You want to change anything about your answer? Is that the final
Not
answer?
at all,
You're
no.
sticking with it.
That's right.
She's sticking with it.
I like it.
All right. There you go. Sorry,
Good try,
Yasmin.
Yasmin.
Thanks for trying. Have a good day. Oh, that didn't
Oh, yeah.
work at all.
I can answer
It's
Peter,
not a big old door in a big old house.
You get the castle part right for Jojo, though. Yeah.
What is it that Peter John says that he
Alright,
likes
so when him
best?
say a beverage, you know,
Oh.
you look, yeah, that one a different, man. So this is cranberry apple juice.
Turn it around, see that?
Bad, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah,
Oh, this
man.
must is like you can get a 3 serving out that too.
Some ginseng mix up with that, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. What is
Nothing
tuna?
normal about that.
Pascal
All
yogurt.
right.
Oh!
While we talk about the gift package, let's talk to our listener. Good morning. You're on the air. Hello. Good morning, caller.
Hello.
Good morning.
Go on.
Morning.
Welcome.
Good morning, Richie.
Yes,
Good morning, Shelz.
Yeah,
Morning,
man.
sir. Who's calling?
Joseph.
Joseph, man. Joseph. Yeah.
Boss, man.
Walk on, Joseph.
I'm good. Enduring some traffic here on the Spanish Town Road.
There you go.
Heavy traffic?
Heavy.
Charger.
It's going to be heavier. Only heavier the gift basket of Jojo.
And it could be yours if you give us the correct answer.
I'm trying to relieve her of the load, but she won't let go.
Acho.
You can make it happen with the correct answer, bro. What is your answer this morning,
I'm
Joe?
thinking it's probably someone opening a bucket in a basement.
Yo, hardly. Play the sound, no, man. Joseph, what did you say your answer is?
Someone opening a bucket in a basement.
Opening a bucket in a basement.
Yeah, let me get up there.
Shelz, I get over I'm seat here, sir. You are only the, second caller this morning, Joseph. You have tasted victory on this feature before. Will this be your lucky day again? If you won today, it would mean that you are the winningest caller in the Secret Sound game. You're in traffic. Traffic ton up on you. But is it time to celebrate something?
No, I'm also contract with it up. Wah, wah, wah.
Sorry, Joseph. I'm see the man get up in the Joseph. Check the man. Find a winner in a brethren. Jano Star. Let's get another call right now. 7:37. Good morning. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Yeah, morning, Richie and Shelz.
Good morning.
Is it somebody playing tennis?
Tennis.
Jojo, bad bunny tennis. You know?
Who's calling?
I'm calling from Montego Bay.
Give me a first name.
My name is Cynthia.
Cynthia.
Yeah.
I think it's the first time I'm hearing this voice. And she's all the way in Montego Bay. We have a way to get it down to her, right?
One tree that for each, man.
My goodness. Did you get any help with this answer, Cynthia? Or you just figured it out by yourself? Cynthia?
She's on distant.
We're not hearing you, Cynthia.
Oh, gosh, Cynthia. Are you boy get the basket? Oh, gosh, Cynthia.
Sounds like she's talking, but we're not hearing her.
Here, Cynthia.
Cynthia, you need to listen to this.
Jano, Cynthia.
Oh, that's
Cynthia. Yeah, man, that man for sense, Cynthia. Good try, though, Cynthia. Good try. Cynthia sound nice, though. Cynthia sound like we could be friends.
Cynthia, please try again. Okay. What's up? All right, we have another one, I think. No?
Go on, look, man.
I don't have a word that producer is over there, so,
I don't know.
Unfortunately. But I tell you, oddly, Marvin?
Melvin.
Oh, so Melvin, you haven't picked up your or collected your gift packages yet. Melvin is in what? St. Elizabeth, I think it is, right?
Melvin.
So we're asking Melvin to make contact with us. 876. You can maybe call 630-3327. So that someone, the operator, will be able to assist you. All right, Melvin? But we have a gift package for you. 876-630-3327.
Melvin.
All right, that's all the time we have in the Secret Sound game for today. Unfortunately, no winner. So our next guest this morning is Mr. Yakinie Mitchell, and he's the CEO of the Mr. and Miss Tourism Jamaica pageant. Mr. and Miss Tourism Jamaica is geared towards promoting and educating individuals on brand Jamaica, its history, people, and culture. The competition was founded in 2018 by a group of people who shared the passion and love for brand Jamaica and decided to create an avenue for others to learn and share what they already know about brand Jamaica, tourism, travel, and our culture. And I want to get some more details on this particular upcoming event. And we have Mr. Yakinie Mitchell as our guest at this time. Good morning, Mr. Mitchell.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for having me this morning.
All right, thank you for joining us. Talk to us about the Mr. and Miss Tourism Jamaica competition.
Sure. So Mr. and Miss Tourism Jamaica started in 2018, as I mentioned earlier. We're about promoting brand Jamaica itself because it's a big thing out there. I got an opportunity to realize that after traveling to Europe in Italy, and I realized people love our brand, and I've developed a greater appreciation for my country and culture, Jamaica. And that is what I want other youth to experience as well, to see that they have a brand right here that they should love and appreciate. And also not just to appreciate the brand, but also to build on it, to become an ambassador for this brand. Hence, we launched the Mr. and Miss Tourism Jamaica, so we can train them in culture, we can train them in public speaking, speech and diction, in tourism and travel itself, cultural diversity. So it's a whole educational program that is done in a modeling form, so we cannot have the youth board, but at the same time being entertained, which is carried out through the talent competition, the national costume, swimwear competition, and also the public speaking forum.
Okay, yeah, I like that, Mr. Mitchell. I like how man here. So what I'm understanding, Mr. Mitchell, is that the winners of the Miss and Mr. Tourism Jamaica pageant, right? They move on to another level, which is the Tourism World Competition. That's all? That's how it works, right?
Correct.
So
yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so I like that. So tell me a little bit about the last set of winners and how well did they do? Well, we do in that competition.
Sure. So because of COVID-19, the Miss Tourism, or last Miss Tourism, which was our first, she did not get to experience the travel overseas, which was supposed to be done in London, because they had postponed their competition and they started back this year. So hence we are starting our competition this year again after COVID, 2 years break. The Mr. though, we had sent overseas 2 Mr. Tourism Jamaica. One went to Italy, that was in 2019. They represented 2018 though, but the competition was held during January of going over into February. They traveled to Italy and compete, and they were in the top 16. They got one of the most prestigious awards there, which is the best tourism speaker. They had to present something. They got a topic. They had to carry out a presentation and to debate with other contestants. And Mr. Tyrell Harris, out of he usually works at the Songstress International Airport at American Airlines. He got Best Tourism Speaker representing Jamaica, and he placed top 16. He was also runner-up for different categories. And for the 2019 Omar Dale, he was awarded Best Talent and top 8 for Mr. Tourism World. So despite we are in our second edition, sent 2 King, we still did great at the competition, and we're looking forward to send other representatives, not just to Mr. Tourism World or Miss Tourism World, but also to other competition, and we're looking forward to actually return that title to Jamaica.
I love that. So now the people I'm excited now, Mr. Mitchell. So they know the obvious question I got right now. What do you need to be eligible for the Mr. and Miss Tourism Jamaica pageant?
All right. So to be a part of this great program, you must be between the ages of 18 to 38. That's the most interesting thing, or it's the better for a lot of us. So the normal pageant would be between 18 to 27. So we up the number, and we're saying that you still can be a part of something great, even if you're 38 years old. That's about male and female. If you still say you're a parent, you're with a child or children, you still can be a part of this competition because it's open to mother and father. Just be committed to the cause, be committed to our mission and vision, and hop on board. And the height is not a big requirement. We just need someone who will represent our brand, will represent us on the international stage, that is ready to speak, ready to work, and committed and loyal to brand Jamaica.
That is it. I love that. So just for clarification, when will the competition be happening, and persons still have time to enter, Mr. Mitchell?
Yes, they do. Okay. They have until next week. So they can just follow us on Instagram at Mr. That's MRN as in Nancy, MISS Tourism Jamaica. That's Instagram. Same thing for Facebook. And click the link in the bio. It will take you to the website, which is www.mrandmisstourismjamaica.com. You can click the contact us button and then fill out the form there, express that you're interested in applying for Mr. and Miss Tourism Jamaica, and you will hear from one of us here from the team. You can also reach us on WhatsApp at 1-876-545-1097. Leave us a message and we'll respond to you and guide you on what you need to do next. You can give us a call at that same number. That's 1-876-545-1097. Or send us a text message and we'll call you and we'll guide you on how we go about becoming a part of this great program.
I love that. Now, before you leave, Mr. Mitchell, you know somebody right now, Mr. or Miss, kind of nervous right now. Them want to enter, but them look nervous, you go. Do you have any words of encouragement for persons like that?
That is fine because to be honest, most people are nervous because they are afraid to speak. They probably say, I do not have the body, I am not old enough. We love those people. Those are the people that we want to push and empower because we're about empowerment. We're about building the youth, and anyone can become great. You just need to start. So if you're nervous, that's fine. I'm nervous. even though I do a lot of public speaking interviews, I'm still nervous beforehand.
Right.
So that's the yes you're getting when you're nervous. It is saying it is your time. Just hop on board and we will guide you, we'll train you, and we'll teach you how you'll overcome that nervousness. So it's the right thing to do if you're nervous. Just apply. Just click the link in the bio and we'll sort that out after.
Respect. There's beauty on the other side of fear, and we said nation building. So thank you so much for the information, Mr. Mitchell, and all the best with the Mr. and Miss Tourism Jamaica pageant. Enough respect.
Sure, thanks for having me. Have a great one.
Yeah, man, respect. That was Mr. Yakinie S. Mitchell. He's the CEO and the chairman of Mr. and Miss Tourism Jamaica. I love it. Let me tell you something about our guest. She was born into a family of singers. She's an effervescent recording artist, widely regarded as a community songbird. She actually grew up in Kendall, Hanover, Jamaica, where she began refining her art form from a very young age. Now her charisma, style, and confidence, all clothed in passion, made everyone aware of how successful she'd aspired to become. Now at just 16 years of age, Roshana created a girl group, SLR, consisting of herself, Savannah, and Latoya. The three actually entered the biggest singing competition in the country, Digital Rising Stars, where they placed third. Shortly after, the group split, but let me tell you something about Roshana. She loved music, So she continued her journey, and she's been performing alongside Jamaica's biggest talents, such as Agent Sasco, Romain Virgo, Jesse Royal, Wayne Marshall, and many more, and has released several singles and a few collaborations since then. Now, growing and embracing evolution, as she's been saying, in January 2022, she decided to make it public. Her name changed to Rosh Reign, and she's here. Richie, we talk about her journey, and she have a bad EP forward. One name Reign. So let's talk to the great Rosh Reign. Well, go on.
Hi, good morning, Medea.
You're there.
Good morning, Rosh. Welcome.
Good morning. Thank you so much.
How are you today?
I am doing good. How about you?
Not too bad.
Awesome.
Are you joining in from Western Jamaica?
No, and I've been here for the past 2 days, rehearsing for the EP.
All right, got you. She actually, you hail from Hanover, you were telling us off air.
Yes.
Although you have lived in Montego Bay for a while.
Yes.
So how come you're not in Chester Castle like so many other people?
I plan to go back down there after the EP launch.
Yeah.
I need to find some gold.
Of course. Everybody down there digging for gold in Hanover right now.
Yes,
but we're hearing that it's not real. Are you hearing that as well?
Yeah, but they're saying that whatever it is, it's normally found close to where gold is. So, so I think they can keep digging.
Yeah.
Hey, Jane. Them need the hands. I'm ready.
You're ready?
We have been contemplating going down.
Listen.
I have the shovel. Shelz has the pickaxe.
Yeah. Can we do a broadcast down there?
Let's do this.
Oddly way you have.
Me have to drive the steering wheel.
That's right.
All right, so Rush, you have a name change. I interviewed you before, and at that time you were Rush Rebel.
Yes.
Are you less rebellious now, or what? You're now Rosh Reign. Tell us about the name change.
Well, it's evolution. I always say you know in your gut when it's time for a change. So I knew that I didn't want the word rebel to represent me anymore. It doesn't really represent me in my truest light. So being Rush Rebel, yes, I wasn't being a rebel or anything, but having gone through so much, I felt like it was time to really step into a new element. I felt like I'm a queen, I'm victorious, and I wanted to embody and embrace all of that. So I just felt it in my heart and in my gut that the rebel wasn't cutting it anymore. You know what I mean? And I also started that when I was doing more reggae music and all of that. And I'm stepping into more internationally sounding music now, and I feel like the rain just... Yeah, embodies all of that.
Yeah, it's your turn to reign.
That's right.
Yes, I'm hoping so. Yes.
Yeah. And you're pushing the brand because your EP is actually called Reign, right?
Yes, it is.
What can you tell us about the EP? How well has it been going in terms of production? Who are some of the people you've worked with? Give us a little more information on that.
Sure. So the EP is complete. It's 5 songs. I like to say it's short and spicy. It's a joint production with myself and Denson, DJ Denson. He's a German producer.
Okay.
Also MLND. Another producer he works with. So, it consists of 5 songs, and there's a song on it for everybody. So there are 2 reggae songs that are out, right? Lockdown with Me is out, Run Come is out already. Those are doing well, you know what I mean? And then there's another jazzy song on it, and a dancehall on it. So there's a song for everybody, but all in all, it embodies just being powerful and positive vibrations. When you listen to the EP, you're going to feel good, you know what I mean? So there are songs of declaration on it. So we're declaring that we're going up, we just are prosper, all of that.
We need songs like those in this time. So nothing carrying over from the rebel to the Reign. It's a whole different package this now.
Well, technically, I did record 2 other songs while I was still Rush Rebel.
Okay.
You know, but yeah, as I said, it's just an evolution.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's honesty.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. No, Rush. In terms of your sound, because the script I try to describe you. You know what I mean? As a neo soul jazz feel. But I want you to tell me and the listeners, how would you describe your sound?
That's exactly how I would describe it, because, you know, humbly, I'm quite versatile. So I can do a dancehall, I can do something jazzy, I can do hip hop. But really, the voice in its, you know, raw essence, you get that soulful neo soul vibe from it. So even when I do a reggae song, I try to add a little thing at the end to really incorporate who I am, you know, and them little something there, and you know, to stay true to my voice. So that's kind of it.
That sounded good, Iman.
Thank you. Oh, no, harmonize with me now. Okay.
I could do that. I don't know if Shelz was willing to do that. Yeah.
Hey,
give me a seat.
I don't know. Lose me now. No, you mentioned Lockdown with me. That's a track that's out, and you say it's doing well. Would it be on the EP?
Yes, it is on the EP.
I'm excited. We have it, though, DJ. All right. But before we get to the music, I'm curious though. You started music very young.
Yeah.
16. What was that experience like? You know, dealing with a music career, family dynamic. Was that easy coming up?
It was, because that time it felt so natural, and I wasn't really invested in the business side of it too much. So I was just doing it for just the love of it. And the only thing I had done really big at that point was Rising Stars. So I gave it a break after that, and then, you know, before I went into it real professionally as a solo artist. So it wasn't really hard back then, honestly. I was just singing and just going out and just, you know, doing it for the love of it.
I love it.
Your song Lockdown with Me, that came during the pandemic?
Yes, man.
Okay.
Yes. I wanted to put a little twist on it. Everybody was complaining about the lockdown, and I was saying, okay, let me tell you what I think of this lockdown. Now you get to lockdown and stay home with me. Finally get to spend some time together.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Damn.
All right. So when is the EP coming out? You said that you're in rehearsal?
Yes, for the launch. We're having the launch this evening.
Oh, this evening?
Yes.
All right. Is the public invited or just...
Yes, I have some specially invited guests, but I did, you know, open it to the public a little bit. So it's happening at Janga's in Kingston here. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
That's on Belmont Road, right?
Yes, 22 Belmont Road.
All right. So you are invited to go on out and see what Rosh Reign has to deliver. Where can we find you on social media?
So you can find me on all social media platforms at Rosh Reign Music. That's ROSHREIGN Music, you know, MUSIC, and on all digital platforms, just the same.
How would you encapsulate your experience as a female in the industry? How has it been for you?
Wow. I wouldn't say a roller coaster, but it has shown some challenges, because I've seen where, you know, working with some people, it's like being a female, you know, I mean, they kind of feel like you're not really as capable as the men, or they don't take it as seriously as they should. You know, they kind of feel, I would say it's like light. They treat you light, you know, like, But, you know, I do show them that, hey, I got this and I'm ready to work, so let's just work. But I've had some really good experiences, though, so nothing to complain about at all. I haven't had like a one scenario where I say, yo, this is bad, but I can see the difference when the males come in. But there are people who treat me real good like I'm a man, so.
You fit in, and your talent speaks for itself.
Thank you.
And I'm sure that you're seeing growth. Today, where you are now, is you're in a much better place than you were a few years ago, I'm sure.
Yes, and I'm so grateful for that.
Because your name is definitely popping up in several different places that I'm sure that you're happy about.
Yes.
I hope that you continue to reign for a long time to come.
Thank you.
And you don't have to be in a rush. But if it happens that way, I'm sure you'll embrace that, right?
Yes.
What do you want to leave with us this morning?
I just want to, thank everybody for their support, and all the perspectives. I just love sharing my art with the world, so it's just an honor to be able to do that. So thank you guys. Please check me out. Please continue to support me. And I just want to remind everybody to just walk in love. And something I always say, if you worry about it, it won't change the outcome. So just do yourself a favor and not worry. You know what I mean? Life is hard already. So just do what you can.
I'm going to take that with me, at least for today.
Yes.
And I'm sure that I'll remind myself of it going forward.
Facts.
Great seeing you.
Enough love.
And we wish you well. Good luck with your launch this evening.
Shelz, Richie, DJ Oddly.
Enough love.
Big ups to yourself and your team. All right, Rosh Reign, ladies and gentlemen, 20 now before the hour of 9 o'clock. This one is called Lockdown with Me.
Truthfully, I'm grateful for this curfew.
The Bridge, 99 FM.
Now we got that link, we got that connection. I feel the weather change. Am I in Canada right now? Ritz, Red, are we live?
You wouldn't be talking like that if you were. You'd be like, boy, this place is cold. Actually, it's not too bad. It's -1. Today we're looking at a high of 0.
Red.
So it's not too bad.
If you're wondering why Red's in a parka, it's the heat's not working in here. So she's So if you're wondering why she doesn't just come from outside.
It's not a parka, my bomber jacket.
Did I hear -1?
-1, oddly. That's what.
Yes.
That's what. They said. And they said that's good weather.
-1, and that's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
It's not too bad. So if you stick your head in the freezer, that's pretty accurate.
Oh,
that's what it is.
So Ritz got on like his shorts and,
You know how
He's
I go.
Canadian. You know how he does.
I got a T-shirt on. And, you know what I mean? I'm good to go.
Oh, wow.
That's before you go outside.
Oh, there's Richie B.
He's here.
I'm still waiting for Richie B to call me.
So what's up, guys?
You passed over that like an exam, but it's okay.
Yeah, outside of the weather, how is Canada right now? Is your Prime Minister back on Canadian soil? He was in Jamaica vacationing,
I saw that. We heard about that.
I didn't see that. Good for him.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, but what is interesting is that at the time when he was here, there were statements being made by the government in Canada that people should maybe possibly avoid Jamaica.
Yeah, he was getting a lot of backlash for it. You didn't see that, Ritz?
No, why was he getting backlash?
Because they're saying there was crime. What was happening in Jamaica at the time?
Well, things are always happening.
I mean, I think it was just a Tuesday.
It was a Friday.
Yeah.
It was a Wednesday.
Yeah.
What do you call that party on a Wednesday? Let me stop. Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to say it. I want to go to Jamaica now. Okay. Yeah. We should get into some music though. You guys are good though?
Yeah, man. We're
great, actually.
Great. It's always nice doing the connection with you guys, man. We miss you guys every time.
Shelly, by the way, I like how you do Shelly.
Yeah, man. We're close now. No, that's good. It's good, Red. It's all good. I love that.
I like
what do you want to say to Shelly?
I like Shelz. I know.
That's fine, guys.
I sometimes call him Shella.
That's
no,
fine.
I feel like he's my little brother.
Yeah, technically, girls actually call me Shelly.
Yeah.
And there's a cool backstory to that, Red. What happens is that they save it. They save my name as Shelly in their phones, so that when their boyfriends are checking the messages, it's a it's a
girlfriend. It's a girlfriend of hers.
Yeah, it's a girlfriend.
Watch the emojis though.
We learn from the men.
Wait, what were you saying, Red?
We learn from the men. I was looking at your IG. I like when you broke down. Broke down the artists.
Valiant's music.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really good.
It was really good. He did a great job with it. You made me want to hear more of his music.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a part of my chart show that happens on Fridays. 1 to 2, yeah, the Bridge Chart show. So. Yeah, man, we do a bag of things,
A bag of things.
Yeah.
Multi-talented.
Yeah, we try, guys. We try.
Triple threat.
We try.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're reporting, checking in from Jamaica, where it is 27 degrees.
Oh, it's so chilly.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
And we're joining Red and Ritz, where it's -1, and they're not complaining.
And -4 in the studio.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Anyway, you're alive, and that's the important thing. I got a note. My niece in Toronto celebrated a birthday yesterday, Yannick Brent Harris. And she sent me some images from a place that they hung out last night. I'm trying to. It's on King Street, West. I'm trying to find the exact address.
Probably Mademoiselle.
It's actually Miss Littlemore's.
Oh, Miss Littlemore's.
okay.
Yeah, definitely.
You know that place?
Yeah, we know the owners.
Yeah, that's it's one of the newest Jamaican restaurants in Toronto, and they're doing it a little more like, trying to do more high-end Jamaican restaurants. So it's doing really well. A lot of people
I love what I
digging
see.
it.
Yeah, 433 King Street, West Toronto, Ontario. That's where they hung out last night. Happy birthday, my little niecey, and all the best for the year ahead. We love you. By the way, you guys can tell me, are people talking about this? Some people are saying it's a snub, where the Rolling Stone magazine put out the list of 200 best vocalists of all time, and they did not include Celine Dion. Nowhere whatsoever. Aretha Franklin topped the list. We had about 5 Jamaicans. Dennis Brown at number 67. There was Bob Marley at 98. Barrington Levy at 119. Luciano was about 148 or thereabouts. But no Celine Dion. And so I understand there was a protest or something going on in Toronto.
Montreal.
Yeah.
In Montreal.
In Toronto, we're good with it.
In Toronto, yeah. But, I have a few, I have friends that their parents love Celine Dion, at the height of her career. And she's got a great voice, very talented. It is kind of surprising she didn't make the list.
Very surprising to me, in all honesty.
Considering how much she sold, how many records, how many Grammys, her residency in Vegas, and she's pretty much one of those superstars, right? I would say of the early 2000s, the late 90s. Yeah, one of the 90s.
Let me tell you something, man.
With a powerful voice.
Jamaicans are distraught. You'd never believe it. She gets a lot of play, even in the dance halls and clubs and so on.
Cleaning on Sundays.
Yeah.
Was Shania Twain on that list?
I can't recall Shania Twain.
Because that's what got me into Shania's music, Jamaica. Love playing. You're still the one. And she's from Canada as well.
I cannot see a list of 200 best vocalists of all time, not including Celine Dion, though. In all honesty. No, seriously, she has done a lot with music and a lot of good music too. But it is what it is. They're trying to see whether or not Rolling Stones will look back and adjust.
Where was Whitney Houston ranked? She had to be top 3, no?
No, she wasn't. No. Where was Whitney?
I don't know then. I don't know about this list all of a sudden.
No, she was. We had the list too.
Yeah, I know. I just don't remember.
I can't remember where Whitney was, but Whitney's on there.
Yeah,
we just got to be there, yeah.
Yeah, Whitney's on a whole nother level.
Well, I'm one of those Jamaicans who feels that Celine Dion should be included somewhere and not way down, but way up, if you ask me. And I'm just remembering right now in the year 20 something, I was playing at a party, and I struck up a vibe with this song that we're about to play right now from her catalog. And let me tell you something.
Anthem
Everybody got out on the dance floor.
Please don't play anything with Titanic. I gotta go on a boat soon. I'm begging you, don't play no Titanic.
We're promoting life.
I'm making a lot of Jamaicans happy right now with this song, Celine.